What's just this big week been like, and what's kind of going through your head going into this game?
What's this week been like? It's actually been a really good week. Like there's a lot of energy in the building. Um, like Coach Shoop said, he gave us those few days off. And those few days, you'll either take full advantage or you'll end up really missing football. And most every guy ended up missing football a lot. So being here has been great. We got to work on us and then get ahead on our opponent too.
I get the sense that this season it was kind of like pulling teeth for a little while, but that since y'all came back, it's just been fun. Just
Yes, very. Yeah, this season, it has been like pulling teeth. It's been a tough season, but it's been an enjoyable season. It's been a lot of lessons learned this season, a lot of valuable moments that we got to share together, like as a team, and just like as a unit, basically. So it's been an overall good year because out of anything bad, there's always something good that comes from it.
I'm curious too. He mentioned y'all were like the three amigos out there between you, Q, and Josh. Who dunks on the other one more? Is it
You know, my bounce isn't how it used to be, and Quentin's weight probably isn't going to help him as much. So I would say Josh probably is dunking on Q because no one's dunking on me. That's just like.
I kind of meant like ragging on him, but same thing, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that's what you meant. But Q, he's the funny guy of the group. He rags on everybody. Everybody.
Josh, still, you all seems like you've gotten to do more of that, a little bit more of that team bonding type stuff since you've gotten back from the break. And I know throughout the season that was something everybody talked about, lacking. I mean, are you noticing that you're just making a difference just as far as the energy, here preparing for this game, maybe compared to the season?
Most definitely. This game is supposed to be fun. It's not all business until we get on that plane and then, there are an hour or two before kickoff. That's when it really sets in. But this is supposed to be fun, and we got to bond a lot, going to Malibu Jacks, going to Malone's. That was all nice, and now, we really appreciate that because the coaches didn't have to do that, but they did it for us. So that was cool.
Larry?
If you'll just wonder overall how proud you are of yourself for everything you've been able to accomplish and overcome here at Kentucky during your time.
To be honest, I usually don't speak on it much, but I would say I'm very proud of myself, and to hear my family and even the coaches tell me how proud they are of me because when I first got here, I was a JUCO guy, and I ended up in JUCO because I wasn't, the most mature guy. And even when I first got here, coming from a college with 2 gas stations and 1,000 people in the entire town to coming to the University of Kentucky, it was like, ooh, look at this, look at that, let's go here. And the growth that I've made, cutting out the partying, the girls, and actually just focusing on what I wanted to focus on and where I wanted to be, that was tremendous. And looking back over, all the things that I've accomplished in this building that you guys might not even see, like the player of the weeks and stuff like that. Like those are things that I've never gotten while I was here. Like I always had the capability, but I just never completely locked in like I did this year because I just wanted to do other things. But when I realized what needed to be done or what I wanted to do, I had to do it. And it's like Coach Stoop says, he says, men do what they have to do and little boys do what they want to do. And it's easy to get under the blanket and curl up when it gets tough, or you can go out and do it. And I had to go out and do it. And I had to be a man. And I had to do what men have to do. I couldn't do what I wanted to do because that wouldn't get me to where I needed to be. So I'm extremely, prideful in what I've had to do, what I've had to overcome, the injuries and everything else, and just locking in. So I'm very proud.
Is there any one person that you think has been the biggest influence on helping you make that transition, or is this just all on you?
No, it's definitely not all on me. It's a collective thing. It was a lot of tough love. That's what I'll say. It was a lot of tough love. But sometimes you need tough love, and you need that to show you that it's not always going to be, lovey-dovey in the real world. And after, my injury, that's what it was. It showed me, you know, I have to do this. Like, they cannot do it for me. No one can do it for me. You have to do it yourself. And that's just what it was. It was a lot of tough love and a lot of good love too. So it was a collective thing. It was basically a team thing. I needed it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
BK.
Phil, I know this bowl game this weekend is not going to feel like the last couple of bowl games just because of the crowd and things like that. But how motivated are you guys to finish this season? It's been a difficult season with a win. And I guess the second part of that question, how has a 10-game SEC schedule prepared you for this opponent, NC State?
Yeah, when you play a all SEC schedule, you know, playing somebody else probably won't seem as big of a deal, but it is because, you know, they're a really good team. And we're extremely excited to get down there, you know, and compete with some other guys because, like I said, an SEC schedule is extremely difficult. And it's a chance to go and play another conference to see, you know, how they play ball, how aggressive, how physical, how violent they are. Because that's when I go out to play, I'm coming to bring violence and physicality. Like, I'm trying to hurt the guy in front of me. So I want to see if they're going to bring that same mentality and compete. Like, I want to compete. I want them to compete with me. But yeah, it's extremely, you know, important all of us to end this with a W. We, the older guys, this will be our third ring, so we want to end this with a W, so we can be 3 ringing it. That'll be, you know, nice.
All right, anybody else? Josh? You kind of bringing that up, you know, you guys haven't been, you know, do you think, how much does it help having been through some bowl experiences? So even though, you know, this isn't, you know, it's more like a regular road game than it is a bowl, just having that, you know, being able to kind of remember and talk about those old, you know, because a lot of the guys that are playing, you're guys who've been in those games too, and just kind of reminiscing about those experiences while you're preparing for this one to, you know, kind of help, you know, get the spirits up and the juices going.
Okay. You might have to re-ask that question because I didn't completely understand what you were asking me.
Yeah, just having been through bowls before, how does that help you, you know, prepare for another bowl when maybe some other teams aren't, you know, don't have that luxury?
Okay. Well, yeah, like, it helps, like, me being an older guy, it helps me get the younger guys, you know, that have never got to experience something like this. You know, they understand that it's a business trip, but they also understand it as, you know, it's vacation time. It's time to go have fun for the work that we put in all year long. So it's very exciting. Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's just exciting. I can't explain it to you. It's lovely being able to say that I've been to as many bowls as I have, especially coming from JUCO. And I just get to experience that with other guys like the freshmen, like Ox and Trey. Like, they're so excited for this, and I'm excited for them because, you know, I hope they have many like I've had after this.